would suggest that you put a little bit of witch hazel, really calm, Hey guys, this is mischloss, Life According to Maria, and in this episode we are going to be doing a spray for your face, and it is actually a primer or it can be used as a setting spray, so stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm glad you joined me. This is mischloss, Life According to Maria, and it's a chilly day here in Atlanta, but we're getting through some videos, much needed videos to load on up there for you guys. And in this episode, I wanted to talk to you guys about primer sprays or setting sprays. Now, some people use a primer spray when they spray their face initially with this primer and let it, kind of like fan it and let it dry, and then they put their foundation on top of it, or whatever cosmetics they want, and it usually glides on better, it sticks better to the face, and it lasts longer. And that's that's like the pre thing that you do. On the other end of the spectrum, after you do all your cosmetics and your foundation and your eyeshadow and your blush and all of that, there have been a lot of setting sprays that have come out on the market, very expensive ones I might add, that tout that by spraying down your face after all of your makeup is on, your makeup will last, it will kind of like bond with your makeup, and it will like adhere it onto your skin, and it's kind of like bulletproof, so that you can go through the day sweating or humidity or whatever it is, and your makeup will basically stay as it is, kind of fresh looking. Now, long time ago, before marketing and all the marketing gurus took a hold of the cosmetic companies, women knew about certain ingredients that would help them with their makeup. And this goes all the way back, into the 20s, 30s, 40s, once, makeup was sort of applied and was mainstream, let's just say, among women. And one of the ingredients that they have used throughout, womanhood, I guess, would be glycerine, okay? So one of the ingredients, if you look at any of your primer sprays or setting sprays, glycerin will be probably the first three ingredients, aside from water or some sort of liquid as a carrier. Glycerin will be probably number 2 or number 3 on the list. So go ahead and check your bottles now. I guarantee you there's some sort of glycerin ingredient in your setting spray or your primer spray. And if it's not pure glycerin, then even worse, it's some sort of chemical derivative that is made to act like glycerin. Glycerin is a natural product, so if you can find glycerin in your ingredient, at least that's a natural product. Okay, the second ingredient in any of these primers or setting sprays is a carrier liquid. All right, you can have distilled water as a carrier liquid, okay, not tap water, because that's got boogers in it, it's got germs and everything, and it usually is not even purified water. It's really distilled water, and distilled water is basically like when you boil water or you steam it and the condensation comes dripping down, that condensation, those droplets are distilled. So that's the distilled water that gets into that bottle, and it's used for cosmetics. It is also used, if you look at a number of your instruction booklets, like for using an iron, for example, steam iron, if you guys are ironing your clothes, it tells you to put distilled water into that little container in the iron itself, so that when it boils up and makes steam, it's like it's a pure steam, and then that's how you go ahead and iron your clothes. I mean, yeah, I know it's I'm just trying to get you a little background information. The other ingredient, and this is kind of gets to your customization that you can use along with distilled water, is either rose water, because it's a wonderful toner for your skin. I'm putting the top back on my rose water because I just remembered I took it out and it's gonna, you know, lose its scent. Is rose water and or witch hazel. So that's the witch hazel I've got. And I'm going to tell you the difference, and it's totally up to you guys on how you want to concoct your special primer or setting spray. But along with distilled water, if you want your toner to have a softer spray to it, just basically a glow on your face, a hydration on your face, I usually use rose water exclusively. That is for normal to combination skin. It's also for normal to on the dry side. Okay, so just bear with me. That's why I'm telling you, you know, all these different ingredients, because depending on your particular skin, that's why you would use rose water and distilled water. Now, if you are sensitive in your skin and if you are prone to breakouts, and believe me, I've tried some setting sprays that are pretty high end, and I have noticed that I start to have a little bit of redness and maybe a little, I wouldn't say breakouts, because I don't use enough and I don't use it every day to manifest a huge, you know, breakout. But I definitely notice that my skin is not optimally at its best if I use commercially available setting spray or primer spray on my skin. It just starts to react funky and I start getting little bumps, might be dry patches, I don't know. If you have trouble with your skin, if you are prone to breakouts, if you have sensitive skin, along with the rose water or the distilled water ingredients and your glycerin, I would suggest that you put a little bit of witch hazel, because witch hazel is going to calm your skin down. It's literally going to take away any irritation or anything that some other ingredients might manifest into you. Okay, so I've got my little handy dandy bottle here. I have just gone through about a week to 10 days worth of use on my setting spray primer spray, as a matter of fact. And this is the reason that I'm filming it today, is because I'm getting ready to put the ingredients together. So without further ado, I'm going to actually put all the ingredients in here and show you exactly how much I use of everything, and then we're gonna spray it on my face, so stay tuned. Okay, so first thing you need is your bottle, like I said, and I've got this, and make sure you rinse it out, make sure it's clean. You might want to rinse it out in pretty hot water, soapy water, let it dry if you get a new one. These are available, you know, in any travel section of any of your drugstores. So it's just a generic, you know, spray bottle spray. It still has a little, ooh, it has a little bit of mist and stuff in it. But you take it out, and the first thing that you're going to do is use your glycerin, okay? And what I like to do is I like to go in about, I will probably do about a fourth to a third. So about here, okay, for glycerin. Don't have to overdo it with glycerin, because it is a natural, it's a humectant. When it mixes with your carrier liquid, the reason you put it on your face is it humidifies your face. It locks in the moisture into your skin. And one of the reasons why your cosmetics are starting to wear down and everything is literally they rub off your face. So what you want to do is go ahead and get your glycerin here, and I'm going to try to get close. I know I have funky nails. I will talk about that in a minute. But go ahead. See, hopefully you can see that. It's filling up. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And there you go. That's about right. Okay? So I have that much glycerin in it. And glycerin is kind of, it's heavier than water. It's usually going to sink on the bottom of your spray bottle. So that you're going to have to shake it up when you put in your water and your all that stuff. So I've got some distilled water here, and I will show you that it's distilled because, oh my gosh, here we go. There's the big old bottle there, big old gallon, and I wasn't about to go ahead and pour this whole thing into that tiny little bottle. So that's why I took the other one, and hopefully I can do this right. So I'm going to put, oh, we're spilling a little bit, but that's okay. And that's about where I want it to be, okay? So we put this much in there of the glycerin and about that much in there of the water. And can you see the bottom? Do you see the glycerin there? Do you see how it remains separated? That's what I'm talking about. It's funky. You have to shake that up each and every time that you're going to spray your face with it. But I'm not done yet. So the next thing I'm going to put in, because this is my concoction, is I'm going to put in rose water. And I use that, like I said, as the toner for myself. And we're going to go ahead and put that in. And you can't go wrong with using too much because, again, this is water-based and it's just a fragranted, wonderful scent. I'm going to put that much in there, okay? I've got a little bit left on the top. And there's a reason for that, because on top of everything else, so we've got the glycerin, we've got the distilled water, and we've got the rose water mixing in, and the rose water and the distilled water will mate, and they'll be very friendly. The only thing, like I said, that will get to the bottom is your glycerin. As you can see, that glycerin is still on the bottom there. It doesn't really like to play nice, but well, when you shake it up, it'll be fine. The other thing that I put in there, and this is just me, again, to make sure that my skin is calm and refreshed and there's no, bacteria or anything going around. And this, honestly, putting witch hazel into this will prolong the shelf life of, the whole ingredients, because, it's kind of like an antiseptic. Oh, look at this going on. So there you go. I'm going to put about that much in there. Leave a little left, and that's it. Okay? Doesn't have to be totally to the top. It's just enough to kind of blend together. And then we are going to put the top back on. And we're going to give it a good shake. Do, 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 do. There we go. And it is going to blend together very nicely. There's a little glycerin, but all in all, it will blend together really nicely. And it becomes a little bit cloudy as it's blending together. Don't let that bother you because it will clear up. And then, as you can see, all the little glycerin particles there, they're all kind of coming together and they are going to clear up. And that's how that looks like. And then you just go ahead and spray yourself. And hopefully I won't get the screen wet over here, but I'm going to kind of go this way and I'm going to spray myself and kind of be at arm's length. You don't have to drench yourself. Again, you can do this before you put your makeup on. Just make sure that it dries, that you're not sloppy and wet all over as you're putting your makeup on. But if you use it afterwards, it just locks in your makeup. So here we go. We're going to spray it down, closing my eyes. Oh, there we go. And that's about enough. And you just fan it. And you smell that wonderful rose water. It's almost like putting a little perfume all over your body. If it goes on your neck or anywhere else, it's just so refreshing. It really is. It's just like, wow, oh, this is so nice. And it's going to hydrate your skin throughout the day. You can certainly take it with you in your purse if you want. Just make sure that, the little tip is locked down. Turn it this way or turn it that way and it gets locked down. So just make sure you're not, ruining your purse by putting liquids in it, but it gives you this dewy, I don't know if you can tell, guys, but can you tell that it's kind of almost dewy, almost like there's a reflection? I can tell. I can really, really tell. Hey, I had to cut the video because my husband just came home from grocery shopping. But as I was saying, you can really, really tell on your face after you put it on and it has a chance to dry, just your complexion. I mean, it just all comes together. It blends beautifully. And like I was telling you, I mean, I can really tell just the softness of the skin. I mean, it's there. I mean, you can really, really see it. Anyway, that was it. I wanted to make sure that you got all of the procedure right and why you should put what you should put into these primer and setting sprays. I would strongly encourage you guys to experiment with it. Try these natural ingredients because, as you know, setting spray and primer sprays are highly expensive. They are now all the rage of multiple, you know, cosmetic companies. And, you know, for glycerine, which is not that expensive, certainly distilled water, which is not expensive at all, and rosewater, if they even put it in there, which I doubt that they do because they don't usually put rosewater in there. For just basically 2 ingredients, you're spending a boatload of money. You know, it's I think over $20 some of these setting sprays. I know, I think there's one, the infallible one. Who makes that? L'Oreal. I think it's a L'Oreal one. Don't quote me on it. You know, it's still, even drugstore, it's still something like $14 or $15. And then when you get into the other setting sprays that are, you know, from like the Urban Decay or the other ones, you know, we're talking over $30, some of them. So if you're on a budget, and more importantly, if you want your face to get the best ingredients on there but still doing what it's supposed to do, try the natural way. Okay, you can always go back to the other way and spend your money if you don't like it, but try the natural way first. Okay, guys, I love you guys. Real quick, my nails, right? Did you guys notice this? I mean, is this funky or what? Okay, quick story. So I was doing my nails for today's videos that I'm uploading, and I tried the Sally Hansen. I love the Sally Hansen gel nail polishes. Hold on a second. They're right here on the side of my desk. I'm going to show you the 2 colors. Here you go. I did the Sally Hansen. This one is number 420, and it's the Tea Party one. And that was the one that I was going to go with. So that's, you know, that's the blue over here. And I'm going ahead, I'm putting the really pretty, you know, it's like a baby blue. It's a really pretty color. And I'm putting that on, and I'm watching just, you know, reality TV. I'm, you know, hanging out. I'm waiting for my nails to dry. And inadvertently, I picked up the wrong top coat. Now, Sally Hansen has the top coat bottle, and I'll show you that. Hang on. There it is. Okay, so on the bottom of my drawer, I picked out what I thought was the top coat, right? So, which was supposed to be this. However, I grabbed this instead, and this is called number 460 Blackie O. So, when I went to go ahead and put the top coat on for my nice baby blue nail polish, I put a streak of black on my thumb right down the middle, because that's how I start to, you know, start to paint right down the middle. And I'm like, oh my God, this is not top coat. This is black paint. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Well, I didn't want to go back and take everything off. I know I could have just done it with my thumb, but you know, I'm at the philosophy, if you're given lemons, maybe you should make lemonade. Maybe this was a way to kind of try something new, right? So instead of taking off the one black streak on my thumb, I added black streaks to the rest of my fingernails. So I've got blue on the bottom there, if you can see that, and I've got a streak of black in the middle of each nail. And I don't know, guys. I kind of thought that was kind of freaky fun to do. I thought it was like, you know, no one is going to have these type of nails at work come Monday morning. I am going to have these kind of nails at work on Monday morning. I know I'm going to get some digs with my coworkers, but what the heck, you only live once. And so I put the regular top coat on and I did dry them, but that was my funny story for the morning. So I have been filming various videos with these funky nails on. So if anyone's interested, again, you know, it's the Sally Hansen, they're the Miracle Gel ones. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they're the Miracle Gel ones. And then this one's the 420, which is the Tea Party. And then I got the 460, which is the Blackio, and then of course the normal top coat that you have to put on top of it. So that's my story. So God bless you. I love you guys very much. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe because I am putting up new videos every single week, Mondays and Fridays. I'm trying to, and that's it. I hope you guys are well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.